So what's going on, people? Welcome to another video on the channel and another video for Apex Legends. Now in today's video we've got the patch notes. The patch is available to download. Go download it. It is about 20 gigabytes, so get ready for waiting a long time. I'm still waiting and mine's only like 20% through, so have fun with that one. But we do have the patch notes. We do have everything about the battle pass, what things are going to be included, which I will leave all of the time codes on the screen right now, so that means you guys can go click to where you want to watch it from and which points you're most interested in. So if we start it off with the battle pass and the rewards that you'll be getting through the battle pass itself. Now we do have the confirmed new content types, which is the music packs, which will update the music when you're dropping, when you win, and more. And these are going to be themed music packs, so I'm hoping that we can mix and match for when we do get multiple types. So that means you don't have to have the same one. You can have one of them for when you win a game, and you get a different one for when you have one for when you're dropping, and maybe something else for the whatever the more bit is. The second one is of course the skydiving emotes, and the third one is loading screens, which loading screens is just unique art for when you're actually loaded into the game. So that means you don't have to always see the King's Canyon thing. You can actually see different characters or anything you want that's available in the game. Now if we start it off with what you get for level 1 in the battle pass, which you get the Gilded Gibraltar, Valor Bangalore, Dreadnought Pathfinder, and the Spitfire Intimidator skins when you just buy the battle pass. So that is from level 1, you do get all 4 of those skins. Now at level 5 you do get a epic loot box, or loot tick, whichever one you want to call it. Level 25 is of course the skin, so on that one you do get the Prince of Darkness caustic skin. At level 50 now you do get the legendary tick. At level 75 you get the Jade Tiger for Octane, and of course at level 100 and 110 you do get the Iron Rampage for the R301. Now for the rest of the patch notes, it is incredibly big, so I will leave the link in the description to the whole patch notes on Reddit, and beforehand I will leave the little pop-ups at the top for each of the videos that I've already done for ranked leagues and for the Watson overview for all of her abilities. So that means you guys can go check them out instead of me going over them right now. So if we do start it off with the new airdrop weapon, which is the L-Star EMG. Now if you don't know already, this is only going to be available through the airdrops, and it's going to be the weapon the same as the Kraber and the Mastiff, so that means it's going to have limited ammo for when you pick it up. Now the new hop-ups is the Disruptor round, which is going to be available for the Alternator and the R345, and the Disruptor rounds increases damage to shielded targets. And the other hop-up is a Hammer Point rounds, which is compatible with the P2020 and the Mozambique, which Hammer Point rounds does the opposite, so that means it increases damage to unshielded targets. Now the next thing is the new attachments, which is the Energy Mags, thank God, because the Triple Dakes need it and the Havocs need it also. So the Energy Mags, as far as we know, only come in 3 rarities, apart from when you do get it through the legendary drops of any of the weapons that it's compatible for. And it does of course increase the magazine size. As of right now, I can't go and check, and it also increases the reload time for different rarities. Now it is compatible for the Havoc, Triple Take and the Devotion, and it also states that it has reduced default mag sizes on compatible weapons. Bad luck to the Triple Take on that one. Now the next thing is about the Skull Piercer hop-up, which is already in the game, but it is being upgraded to Gold tier, and it does increase the rarity. Now for the weapons itself, the Flatline is getting a change that is going from damage of 16 up to 19. The P2020 is going up from 12 to 13 damage. The Triple Take with the Precision Choke hop-up with it is changing the choke time from 1.5 seconds to 1.1. The Alternator's damage is going up from 13 to 15. And the recoil mitigation is increased for all barrel attachments. Now the Kraber is getting some changes, which for starter is changing the damage from 125 to 145, a big increase for the Kraber there. The headshot scale is going up minutely, so it's going from 2.0 to 2.05, and the damage leg scale is going up from 0.78 to 0.8, and the Kraber is going to be slightly increased for its rarity. Now the Arcstar tweaks that we're going to be finding out for this one is the increased ignition delay from 2.5 seconds to 2.8 seconds, and sticking a full health player with no armor will down them, and also players at the edge of the explosion no longer get their shields completely shredded. Now the ammo stack sizes, I think everybody knows about this one, the shotguns is getting reduced from 64 to 16, and the energy stack size is getting increased from 60 to 80. Now the rotated gold weapons for this season are going to be the Flatline Alternator, the R345 Mozambique, and the P2020. It's quite nice to see the Mozambique being added into that instead of having the wingman all the time. You know what, I can't wait for all the videos for everybody finding the Mozambique as the legendary thing. So now we're going to go over some of the general fixes for the legends themselves. Now for starters, we do go on about the fortified passive ability which got added to Gibraltar and Caustic, which is going to be changed. So that means the damage reduction is being increased from 10% to 15%, and also fortified legends are now immune to slow effects from weapon fire. And the other thing is about the low profile thing, which is going to be added to Wraith, Lifeline and Pathfinder, which low profile increases incoming damage by 5%. Now we've got some changes to Bloodhound, which for starters it goes over the Eye of Allfather, which now instead of leaving the ghost image, it now tracks the enemy completely. So that means you actually have a character moving, and that does last for 1.5 seconds. And for Bloodhound's tracker ability, his passive ability, all clues left behind are going to be increased to 90 seconds instead of 60 seconds. Now Mirage is going to get some changes, not the best ones, but it's for his Vanishing Act ability, which Mirage can now cancel out his ultimate cloak early, and also Mirage now has a small delay when disabling cloak. Caustic's change, instead of the fortified thing, it's going to be a change for his Nox gas, which is the magnitude of the slow is reduced by 50% when affecting teammates. And Gibraltar's change for this season is the Dome of Protection, which is being increased for its duration by 3 seconds. Pathfinder's is just his hitbox changing, so that means it better conforms over the base model, and also when you're equipping the legendary skins. And now a big change for Lifeline, the Dock Heal drone is now going to be destroyed after 2 ticks by the circle. So that means, you know, no hiding in the circle after the first one starts to close round. That means you actually do have to get to the zone. Now something new that's going to be added into the game is the stats page. Thank God this is being added in, because it's a pain in the ass to actually go to each of the characters every single time. This is going to be added to the lobby, and you'll be able to hover over your name, and it's going to be an option to check out your stats. Now on the stats page, it does show up your featured banner, so that means it shows off the character that you have featured on the main menu. Your account stats, which is everything that is happening throughout the entire thing, so your all-time damage and your highest amount of kills for a specific character. And it also goes through each season individually for all of the stats that you need for that. Now the next and last thing goes over some ring changes. Now this is a thing that's going to be added into the game, and it's going to affect the normal, and it's going to affect rank. So the ring changes are very subtle, but probably very needed. So for round number 1, it's going to be 2% damage taken per tick. For round number 2, it's going to be 5% damage. For round number 3, it's going to be 10. For round number 4, it's going to be 20. For round number 5, same again, 20. And for round number 6 and beyond that, it's going to be 25% damage. Now for the rest of the ring stuff and the ring changes, it just goes over the start and closing speeds of each of the rounds for each circle. So for the first circle, it will start closing after 3 minutes, and the close time will be 2 minutes. The second circle will start closing after 2.5 minutes, and the close time will be 2 minutes. The third circle is going to start closing after 2 minutes 15 seconds, and the time to close is also 2 minutes. Fourth circle will start closing after 2 minutes, and the close time is also 2 minutes. The fifth circle will start closing after 1.5 minutes, and the time to close is going to be 1 minute 40 seconds. The 6th circle will start closing after 1.5 minutes, and it will start closing, or time to close will be 1 minute 40 seconds also. The 7th circle will start closing after 2 minutes and will close within 1 minute 20 seconds. And also the 8th circle will start closing after 20 seconds, and the time to close will be 1 minute 20 seconds. So that's all of the patch notes video that we're actually going to be going over for today. The rest of it is all the quality of life and some of the small bug fixes and all of that. So if you want to go check out all of that, please go check out the Reddit post in the description below, and enjoy season 2. I'm hoping to get out a couple more videos and everything like that, probably live stream the ranked play, maybe try and get myself up to silver as fast as I can, so I can just get out the elo hell of bronze for everybody else. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment down for more Apex Legends content. And if you want to see some more, then please go subscribe to the channel. Really does help me grow at the moment. So I'll see you guys next video. So peace out.